Okay, hey guys, this is Miss Spilman coming to you again from the Arkansas School for the Blind. I'm going to be showing you two new projects today on two separate videos, of course. The first, there's going to be using markers, or both going to be using markers, but it's two different ways that you can make something look 3D. So this one's going to be really fun. It's really easy. You don't need a whole lot of supplies. You just need a good sheet of paper, some markers, and a pencil or a Sharpie. I'm going to use a Sharpie just so that we can see the lines really well. So the first one that we're going to do is called a 3D hand. What you want to do is lay down the hand that you don't draw with on the paper, and then you want to get at least some of your arm on there too. You don't have to do the whole arm because it's not going to fit. You want to spread out your fingers as much as you can, or where you want it to be at. You want to start at the bottom of your paper and trace around your hand. Yeah. Nice hand. Okay. Now you can use a ruler for this if you want to help keep your lines straight, or you can just eye it however you want. It doesn't really matter. If you do use a ruler, this is how you want to do it. You want to keep at least maybe a quarter of an inch space in between it. You don't want to go up to half an inch or an inch space between your lines because it won't look as good. But the first thing I want to explain to you what to do is you have to go start from edge to edge of your paper, going across widthwise. And you have to start with a straight line going from the edge. When you reach your arm or your hand, you stop and you make a curve all the way to the other side of your arm and then go back to straight. Okay? Alright, so it will look like that. Straight line, stopped at my arm, small curve, straight line again. Now I'm just going to move the ruler up just a little bit, not much, and I'm just going to repeat the same process. Straight line, curve, stop, and then straight line. And if you're worried about messing up, you can do this in pencil and then trace back over it again with a Sharpie, just so that it stands out really good. That's up to you. And if you don't have a Sharpie, you can do this in black marker. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a Sharpie. I'm just repeating the process. The curved line is what makes it look 3D. Your curve will start to get a little bigger as you go up your hand, as you're get to the hand part of your hand. And that's to be expected, really. And just before we get there, I'm just going to let you know the fingers are the hardest things to do because they are apart from each other. And I'll explain how to do those. Okay, so I got to one thing already. I'm going to explain what I did. So I went through and curve, and I stopped right there just because the thumb is separate from this finger right here, and then I just added a small curve right here and then a straight line. So I'm gonna kind of explain how to do this before I do it, and then I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna do straight line, curve, stop, straight line, curve, straight line, curve, straight line. That's how you have to do it when you get to the fingers. You have to go straight line in between these empty spaces. Okay? That's how you want it to go. Okay, straight line, stop at the finger, curve, a little bitty straight line right there in that gap, then big curve where those 3 fingers are, and then straight line with the spaces between that finger and the thumb, and then another curve inside the thumb. I'm just continuing the process all the way up. You want to go all the way up your paper. Still just going up. Alright. So here it is with your hand with all the curved lines inside, straight lines outside. Now, as far as coloring goes, the best way to do this is to separate your colors from warm and cool. So you want your reds, orange, yellows, your warm colors separate, and your cool colors, blue, green, purple, separate. The reason for this is it really helps the 3D stand out, okay? Now, it does not matter which one you put inside the hand as long as you do the opposite outside. So let's say you do blue, green, purple inside your hand. You want to do red, orange, yellow on the outside, or red, orange, yellow inside, blue, green, purple outside. So I'm going to let you decide how you do that, and I will be back to show you the end process, and I'll be back in a little bit.